Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Tuesday night ball hockey action here in Canada for the Co-Ed League. Something that's very special. In a short amount of time, all these people have become good friends. I'm your host, Chester McNevin. Lovely people that we have here. Come with us on the journey as we figure out what exactly goes on here on Tuesday nights. This league in a nutshell, how would you describe it?
Oh, Chester, it's the greatest hockey in the world, man. They come from all over the city, from Canada, from Barrhaven, from places close to Canada and Barrhaven, to play high-end rec hockey.
Now, I understand you're one of the more experienced fellows in this league.
You call me old, Chester?
I'm not calling you old.
You call me old.
I'm saying you're experienced. But if you're a newbie coming into this league, how would you describe it for somebody who has no idea what goes on here on Tuesday nights?
This specific Tuesday night league?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Mostly 3 boys, 3 girls, 4 girls.
Yeah.
You can always find an extra girl that the league will provide you. I don't know. Get your team here now. We're all fun. We all go out for beers after. Pretty much everyone. It's great.
There you have it, folks.
Get your exercise.
Get your exercise. We don't bite. Don't worry about it. If you're a new person wanting to join this league on Tuesday night, what would you have to say to them? Should they be intimidated? Should they be able to join? Should they feel like they're part of a family? How would you describe this?
Absolutely not, dude. This is a fun place to be. All good people just going out, having a good time. We accept people like that, so we'll certainly accept people like you. Have a good night.
There you have it. You heard it from the man himself. More later. Prison rules, pair or a taco? Who wins?
Taco.
The guy knows his stuff.
There you go.
More later. Thank you, Andrew. As you can see behind me here, the action's pretty fierce. Pretty fierce. Pretty wild. We've got another goal. You don't let that Chris guy shoot, man. Chris, you've got, I believe, a hat trick and 1 assist so far. Any comment on the game so far?
No, represent the name of the league, right? That's all. That's what it is all about. Hat trick ball hockey league. So I figured I'd get a hat trick within the first 6 minutes of the game. And
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are you having right now?
22.
22.
Always have a blast. Always have a blast.
I'm improving that save percentage for you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are these guys out here having?
About a 9.5.
9.5. Okay, well, if anyone's new to this
Depends
league,
which team. Team that's winning is having like 9.5. Team that's losing about 7.5.
and how clean is this league for those that are thinking of joining this league that are brand new to everything they're seeing here?
8.5 to a 9.
Would you yourself play in this league if you weren't reffing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
You heard it from the man himself, Mr. Brian. All right, so here we are, post-game after the first game of the night. We've got Mr. Devin McManus. Now, Devin, that was a close game. I don't know what happened at the end there. Care to elaborate a little bit for us?
Weak goals. Very, very bad. Not solid. No defense, actually. No defense.
No defense. Well, hey, Captain, come over here for a second. Jason, what are your comments here?
Well, frankly, Devin was looking to score. And you know what happens to goalies sometimes? They're too busy concentrating on the other net, they forget about their own. That's all right. He's just giving us a chance to put in a couple more.
Oh. But Mr. Darren, now you are the captain of this team. Darren, give us a little rundown of the league so far. How would you describe Tuesday night hockey action in Canada?
You know, it's pretty tough this year, very competitive. We've had to really battle for all our games this season. We've pretty good record so far, sitting in the top 90% of the league.
So not the basement.
So yeah, not the basement. So that's a very positive sign, a step in the right direction, I think. And we're looking to just continue, build that team chemistry.
Let's look at these jerseys here now. These things are sweet. Could you give us a little rundown on these and the fact that, they're so stunning? Should other teams get jerseys like this?
I believe every team should have jerseys. It really makes it really brings your team together when you dress the same, right? Dress to impress. And we were just lucky enough that our goalie, Mr. Steve Quach, he just happened to have, some cousins over in China who could prep these for us for real cheap. So we were able to get these nice little looking things.
Now, what are your views on people who have multiple teams? Is it an issue of loyalty, a conflict of interest? How would you go into that?
We actually had a team meeting with Quach, and we sat him down, and we really, hashed out the details of who we would play for, where his loyalties lie. It was a pretty tough conversation. No coaches in the room, just players only, door closed. I can't really repeat what was said, but needless to say, we're sure that his loyalties lie with us now. Yeah.
For those out there who aren't part of this league yet and they're watching this for the first time, do you have to live in Canada to play in this league?
Oh, you absolutely don't. We have people coming from all over. You know, people are coming in from Montreal. They're coming in from Toronto to play in this league. We want to compete with the KHL at some point. I think that's the next step.
Tell us a little bit about your equipment you've got on here. Some of it's sort of like new for this season. Give us a little rundown on what you got on here.
I mean, we'll start with my shin pads. You know, I've had these since I was probably 6 years old. I really haven't grown any taller since then. So, you know, it seems pretty legit. They fit really well. Lightning and chesty. And, yep, all right.
That
was
was
on my team. I will make that note.
So we're here with Alex at the halftime. Alex, what are your comments on the game so far?
So far, they got a full roster. We're down a couple of healthy scratches. It's a fast game. They're taking lots of shots, so we need to make sure that we keep up the intensity, match their game, and overcome it with some really good, chosen quality shots. Well, right now they're leaving us a little open on the blue line. We're calling for it, but we're not getting into the best positions. We have to make sure that we really get in the best positions so that they don't take it up the middle, steal it on us, and have an odd man rush.
And last one for you. Any advice for the kids out there watching tonight?
Keep your stick on the ice.
There you go. Thank you very much, Alex.
Oh, thank you, Chester. I appreciate it.
Oh, you got it. Here we go. Final recap here of the late game tonight. Gentlemen, we'll start off with you, Steve. Thoughts on tonight's game and your performance?
I could have been better. You know, a few weak goals, let the team down. We had momentum, a couple of goals there off the rebounds. Should have been control it, but we played a good team. It's all good.
You played a solid team tonight. Actually, Mr. Darren here, your thoughts here likewise on the game?
Yeah, you know, in a game like this, you can never blame your goalie, although I know we like to. But it really wasn't his fault. You know, we just got to put pucks at the net, you know, get some rebounds, go into those corners, you know, get a little dirtier than we did today. I think that's what we need to do for next time.
I think my only comment here is, why isn't he not dressed up with your regular uniform here today? What's going on here? Team unity issues?
Laundry day. We'll stick with that. Laundry
day. Guys, wash your shirts. It's as easy as that. Here we are live at Hurley's, where we like to hang out post-game. Chris, give us a little rundown on what kind of menu items you like to choose here, and what you can recommend for those who perhaps aren't used to the Hurley's awesomeness that we see right in front of us.
Menu items are what you see in front of me: chicken wings and beer. This is why I play sports. The only reason why I play sports.
It wouldn't be fair to ignore this gentleman in exchange for the Flash himself. Darren, we need to get some post-game comments from you here. I know we did earlier, but just a quick little tip on what kind of post-game drink you've got here in front of you, and a little bit about that. What's the history here?
Myself, we like to keep it classy. A little Ryan Ginger after a game. You know, never take things too seriously. And we'll be back next week.
Now, before we go, let's have one final word here. We're going to come all the way to this end of the table here, and we're going to bother a certain female here. Now, Jocelyn, I understand that you guys won tonight by a relatively large margin. Care to give us a little insight into what happened here?
Not really, kind sir.